What's up, boss peeps? Is it Monday already? It is. Hey, but if it's Monday and you are a boss woman, a boss chica, then you are ready to take on the day and be as positive and as productive as possible. So in this Monday's video, I want to share with you guys 10 tips for starting a blog and 10 things I've learned. I've learned a lot of things, but I've narrowed it down to my 10 favorite 10 that I think would be most useful for you. So we're gonna jump right into these 10 tips, and be sure to subscribe if these are the kind of topics you love to see and value that you want to receive from moi. Let's jump right into this video. Hola chicas, I am happy to have you back on my channel. I am grateful as always to have you here so I can give you feedback and advice and tips on living your best and most confident life. Recently, I've had a lot of blogging women that I've coached and helped through their struggles and, you know, things here and there that they are trying to find solutions for. And as I've been doing this, I'm thinking, wow, this is a lot of information that I could share on Chica Confident TV. As helpful value for you guys. Typically, one issue is not just had by one. That one struggle could actually be the same struggle for the majority. So why not make a video to help you guys? All right, so the first thing that I learned when starting a blog is do not pick something you are not passionate about. This is kind of sounds like common sense maybe, but with a blog, you also want to find something that is popular, that is actually a need. That could be a need at the time, or maybe is a very specific need. The more specific you get your niche, the better, especially starting off with your personal blogging business. So if you pick a topic that is very popular and is of need, but you have zero passion for it, you are not going to continue to climb up the mountain as things get really tough and frustrating. You'll just stop and plateau because you will not be passionate about the topic. And I knew that I was never going to be the girl on the YouTube channel who was doing makeovers, and while I love watching these videos, and props to these women who do a great job at doing makeup and doing hair and encouraging others who want to learn this. That is awesome, and that is why YouTube is amazing. But that was never gonna be me, Chica. It just wasn't. And I tried to make it me. And then I realized that's the opposite of what I'm teaching. It's that you wanna be 110% you and confident in who you are. So that has morphed into my blogging passions and teaching bloggers who are struggling, because I'm passionate about blogging and I've learned a lot in the process of becoming a lifestyle blogger. So be passionate about what you blog about, please. Do not overthink your blog name, blog title, you know, whatever it is. You can spend so many hours trying to perfect this, and there really is no perfect name. Even the most catchy name could not get you anywhere, and the blog could fail. It's not about the name, it's about the content and the value that you are providing for those who need the value. And you are solving a problem, per se, and educating people where they can come to your blog and read it so easily and so just from anywhere online. With Chica Confident, I actually came up with that name within a night. And my husband and I were wrestling ideas, and I knew that I wanted to incorporate something Spanish because I speak Spanish. I have a huge passion for the culture. I grew up with it in my family, so I wanted to incorporate that. And I knew that I was targeting women and that I wanted to bring value to women and build their confidence. So thus, Chica Confident was formed. But I really try to make a point and not to spend so much time on the name and more about what I wanted to provide specifically. And when I went that route, it made the name basically made me come up with the name a lot more quickly. Have some blog posts ready, and then as you start to build your actual blog site, then you can come up with a name based off the content that you are going to provide that is needed. So it can be very tempting. I used to have a free blog. It was on Weebly, and it was called To Making It Count. I have a lot of passion for this blog because it was really a way to voice my thoughts and just lifestyle topics with whoever wanted to read it. It was a free Weebly account. I did it on the side as a hobby, and it's funny because I think I kept it as a hobby because I was too insecure to make it a full-time gig and to really jump the gun and do that. But once I did, it morphed into what it is today, and I'm very thankful for that. But I would recommend, if I could do it over, I probably would have started off from the beginning with actually buying a blog site and not just doing it free, because eventually if your blog does progress like you want it to, you're going to need a paid for host anyways. So you might as well do that to begin with, and that will really train your mind to say, okay, this is for real. This is, I want to do something with this really impactful. It will look sort of unprofessional. That doesn't mean your blog is crap. It just won't look as professional as it would if you were actually buying your own blog site. And because you don't own it, they can take it from you anytime. Sometimes they look sloppy. Typically though, my experiences, I've seen them look really great, but I immediately kind of think that this individual is not wanting to invest in herself and in her business and her blog if it's free. Again, not to say that it's a bad blog. I really would recommend that you start off on the right foot and in the right mentality and invest in your business, invest in your time, and you will definitely see the benefits of that. A bad host is the worst thing possible. Host is basically your rented space on the internet, and you use this blogging host site as a way to put your platform of your blog in a rented spot. So it's like you're renting out a house. So if you have a bad host, that means your site will crash often. You will not have great technical feedback and support, and it'll just be a huge frustration and confusion. And even if you connect with other social accounts like your Pinterest, if you get a ton of traffic from your Pinterest and your blog host site can't handle that, it will typically crash. And it may not crash permanently, but it'll crash, from time to time, and that will definitely have a negative impact on your growth and the process in general, and you will not see the success you need and you want. So definitely make sure you have a good blog host. I've used SiteGround. They've been fine for me. I know Bluehost is also another really good one. So just use what's best for you. Do a little research. YouTube has a ton of videos on this, what host sites work for you and what don't, and people have their opinions, of course, but typically you will see good reviews and you will get a good feeling if the host site is someone you need to go with. Even reach out to other bloggers who've been doing it for a little while and ask them what they've used and see how their success has been. Community is so important, and you do not have to go through the vlogging process alone, and you shouldn't, because there are so many bloggers out there, and there are more coming up everywhere every day that need help and want to make something out of nothing. So use this community to grow yourself. There is no reason to use these crazy expensive softwares. A lot of these softwares that you could buy will typically try to basically be a master of all trades. So have you ever heard the saying, jack of all trades, master of none? That's kind of how I feel about these expensive softwares. They'll try to be able to incorporate every little aspect of a site into one little thing that you could use, and it doesn't work great. And not to mention, like I said, they're expensive. And the thing about sites and blog sites and the industry is that it's always evolving. And something that's great about WordPress, for example, is they have plugins they use inside WordPress that you can use to build the blog and not have to use coding or any of that if you are not familiar with coding. So these plugins evolve with the times as well. So you do not have to wonder if it's updated. It will update itself, and the creator of the plugin will update it in the process. So plugins are great with WordPress. No need for these expensive softwares to come in, especially because if you're starting off as a blogger, you've already maybe spent money on your blog, which you should have, because you need to buy a blog site and not use a free one if you're serious about blogging. But anyways, you spend a lot of money, and you want to be very particular about how you spend your money and not waste it on unnecessary pieces of material. Investing in your business is so important, and when you get successful and you start making a living and enjoying it and being like, wow, I've turned a hobby into a business, it's very exciting. And how you spend your money is a reflection on the future of your business. So if you invest some of your money back into your business, it's going to continue to grow and be more profitable. There's nothing wrong with buying some personal items you're really wanting, that new dress in the store that you couldn't afford but now you can. But be very particular and careful about how you spend it, because at the end of the day, investing back into your business is the most invaluable choice you can make, and it will continue to grow your business when you do this. It is really important to keep your personal expenses and your business expenses separated. This is really important for organization purposes at the very least. But also, you can use your blogging, your business as a write-off. So what you invest money in for your business, that could be a tax write-off. So it's very important to keep up with what was personal and what was with your business, your own personal business that you've started with your blog. So make sure you're keeping these separate, maybe in a separate Excel spreadsheet. I'm actually going to link for you guys soon on chicaconfident.com, my website, a template you can use. So if you subscribe to chicaconfident.com, you will get this template for free. And I think this is really going to be helpful for you guys, and really is going to express more the importance of having organization with your expenses and knowing where you spent money on what aspect, because you do not want to be in the dark about any piece of your business. You want to be in the know about where money goes, how you invest back into your business, the next step with your business to make it grow. You created this business out of nothing, and you want to know for sure how you can grow it more, and keeping on track with your expenses is going to be so important, so you do not get overwhelmed and you do not lose track of how much money you have to invest into your business. So make sure you know where all this money is going and you keep track of that. And I hope this template that I'm creating will help you guys with that. So being on top of your business, not just the fun content creating, blog writing, blog posting, not just those aspects, but also the back end of it, the finances. My husband, John Luke's really good with this. He has helped me a ton figure out, asking questions I didn't know I should even be asking. So he's really helped grow me in the financial side to it, and how to run a business and know what you need to invest, and just keeping track of money spent. So make sure you're paying attention to that if you are serious about blogging and want to create it into a fun business that you can love. Pinterest though, seriously, if you're trying to market your blog and you want a fun and efficient way of doing that, Pinterest is your answer. It is amazing how useful this platform is. It's basically like a Google, Instagram kind of thing. So what I mean by that is it's pictures, of course, that you can go to and find answers. So people are going to Pinterest to find something and learn something. They have a need. So unlike Instagram, people aren't necessarily going to Instagram to find help with something. They're going to be entertained. They're going to be motivated. They're going to see pretty pictures, pretty content, high quality content. But Pinterest, people are actually going there to learn the 5 ways you can deal with migraines daily, or how to be more fit during the winter, or whatever it is. People are searching for that on Pinterest, like Google. So utilize Pinterest, have fun with it. You can make a fun little thumbnail and link your website, your template, PDFs, blog posts, whatever it is, to a photo in Pinterest. And I love using canva.com. That is what I use for my YouTube thumbnails, my Pinterest pictures, my blog post images, all those things, so that they fit appropriately in whatever framework I'm using, in whichever social platform I'm using. So many bloggers use it as a way to promote their business. So engage with Facebook groups. Some of these groups will allow you to share your Pinterest pins, and you will all reciprocate and follow and repin each other's pins. So it is a great way to build your business and build traffic to your business and growth. Last and the most important, do not give up. If you are starting a blog for the first time, and even if you've been doing it a while and you've hit a plateau or a big struggle, keep climbing the hill, because you are not the only one climbing up this hill, up this mountain, and you can climb up it together and with others in community. And that is the purpose of being a blogger, is to find value and bring value. So I know that the struggles are very real and very frustrating, but if you find a coach that can help you, find others who've done it already and who can encourage you. Talk about your problems. Don't leave it all inside, your struggles. It's okay to talk about when you're not okay. So definitely understand your passion and your why behind why you are why you have created this blog, and remember to keep that in focus and perspective. So when things get really frustrating, you will continue to grow and not give up because you see the bigger picture. So I've definitely understood the struggle with blogging. I understand wanting to give up, but I also understand what it looks like to not give up. So keep pushing. The struggle you're maybe dealing with today could grow you to be able to help someone else down the road who has the same struggle. And it will be so fulfilling to see others grow and be able to teach others what you've learned in the process of your own blog. And not to mention, it's going to grow your blog and make it a business. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I have many more to come like this. If this is helpful for you, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this in the future. I, again, love bringing you value and building your confidence, and specifically with you struggling bloggers, I want you to see the value in how you can be your own boss and what that looks like. So these 10 tips have really helped me. I hope they help you. Be sure to follow me on socials. Regardless, I'm excited you came here today, and I hope you found help and value from what you've learned here. See you guys all next week.